Oh yeah, I'm in my motherfucking zone. In my motherfucking zone, man. Oh yeah, I'm in my motherfucking zone. In my motherfucking zone. I'm in my.
Welcome to storytime.
Let me stop playing around, man. Yeah, I'ma hit y'all with this fucking thing, man. Zone 3. I told y'all I'm back. Zone. Part 3. Zone. 3. Zone. The third. Zone. The third. Zone. The third. Yeah. Zone.
With VDR. Shall we begin? Let's start from the origin of how this was manifested. So back when I was doing backyard wrestling, I'm not going to name the full promotion what it's called. I'm just going to give it something else. TCCW. So when I was wrestling for TCCW, that I was pretty much the dark guy. I was pretty much wearing a mask. I was supposed to be the Kane of, like, you know, the kind of dark, like, Kane in that establishment, in that promotion. I was kind of like in between Kane, JBL, Chris Jericho type of team. So when I was in there, they just threw me in the mid-card division. They didn't see me as being their main champion in that type of rank. Because it was like, oh, well, pretty much either you're the big guy or the little guy. Because I was the youngest out of everyone there. Literally, I was the youngest out of everyone there. And they treat me like I was the youngest. But they keep on doubting me for how smart I am and how good I am in my abilities and everything else. So with the TCCW like title, pretty much being the main attraction, they did everything in their abilities to make that division big, but they had other miscellaneous matches, and I was in the mid-card matches, which my matches were, I can say, quote-unquote, was better than theirs. So they threw me in their version of Money in the Bank. Obviously I lost. They gave it to someone that they should not even entrust it with, who was very a liability, which is very hilarious, because he powerbombed the champion and nearly paralyzed him. Yeah, like he went to wrestling school, quote unquote. Like it was him and two others that pretty much went to wrestling school. And I was trained by two of them, not the one that almost paralyzed them, because I found him to be a dumbass. And he did dumbass dickhead move. So neither is that. So, alright, boom. Every match that I had, you can say like, alright, that shit was cool. My finisher was the Darkness Clothesline.
What is going on? This is that.
My finisher move was Darkness Fall. And my other finisher move was a punt kick. And also, I didn't even give it a name, but they come in like Dark Twister. So pretty much, it's like, you know how like R-Truth like do a spin jump with the elbow and you drop them? No, I don't hit them in midair. They're on the floor and I spin and hit them in the joint, right? So I hit JBL Clothesline, Darkness Clothesline, you feel me? Love that joint. Darkness Fall it happened before the Miz had this whole, they're on the knees and do a DDT. No, they're on the knees, I do a front foot DDT. And it was so hilarious before, like, around that time. So, alright, so now we got into it. So, boom. We got into the part where it's like, alright, fine. I need a title. I'm putting too much work. Y'all don't want me to be y'all main champion. Y'all see that pretty much like, alright, boom, like backstage, wherever the backstage politics at the moment. So I was like, alright, they put me against who was supposed to be the Undertaker, like the person who kind of trained me a little bit in wrestling. He was supposed to be the Undertaker, you know, just to, you know, obviously, you know what I mean? But anyway, we had an interview. Well, he had an interview, I was a part of it, and they tried to bring a little bit more human side of me out. So we had a good match and this and that there, and after we didn't have a match then. No, we had a match. We had like a few matches. But after the first initial match we had, because he had like a retired match against the person that actually was the wrestler's world, so he lost. And then when he lost, they pretty much like, I came out of nowhere like, alright, y'all not trying to put me in the title picture, so I'm gonna create one. So they try to call me money, 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 money. the $1 Million Man, because I came up with my own belt creation and start wrestling with it. So I came up with the Immortal title, which pretty much was back then. It was a tag team title, like the WWE tag team title, wrapped up in like electric tape to cover up the WWE logo, so we can go about it. So it was pretty much like the front of it was all black. It was all black right here, and everything else on the side was showing. So pretty much, I came out, you know, as the Immortal Champion, and it was around the time where one of my friends that taught me how to play a guitar, because I play bass guitar and stuff, right? He was doing promo videos. Like, he got me into doing promotional videos too. So he pretty much did a promo video for me, and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, I want to make a promo video with me." So yeah, ever since then, like pretty much I, you know, start like even though everyone had their own draw when we started wrestling in front of the crowds and stuff, right? You know, in the neighborhood. So I was the champion that actually was pitted more work than the actual champion, because the title kept on switching hands. Like it was stupid. It was like not really planned out. It was really like dumb. So pretty much, I defended the title against the new up-and-comer. I'm gonna call him Easy. I'm gonna call him Easy. So my first title defense was against Easy, and I was mad because they said, "All right, my first title defense, I'm gonna lose it." I'm like, "Nigga, what?" So I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna lose my title that I made. I can't even like my first title defense. I'm gonna lose paper champion stuff." So I got mad at it. So I said, "All right, whatever, man." He said, "Come on." So me, I'm like, "All right, I don't give a fuck. I want to get the wrestler shit." So he didn't have a finisher move. He did not have a finisher move. So as we get mad, like, you don't know what to do with him. Obviously, I have something going, because obviously I have this promo video that got out. It had more views than each video. Like, each of the videos that y'all put out, it had more views than all that. And y'all want me to drop my title to him? Oh, come on, that was whack. So I got mad. Like, I literally got mad, like, all right, whatever. So I dropped the title on him. So they did not have a finishing move. So I created a finishing move for him when he beat me, which was a fisherman suplex, but we call it the Easy Plex. I call it the Easy Plex because I had to make it better so I wouldn't diminish my reputation. Like, that was really trash. I lost to a fucking fisherman suplex. You're not Mr. Perfect. He was just so, oh my God, his character was the hood version of Chris Brown. Like pretty much, yeah. Like, imagine Chris Brown more in the hood, like dressing more hood. Like, that was him. Like, even though his favorite wrestler was CM Punk, he used some of CM Punk moves, but he finished me off with the Easy Plex. All right, whatever, forget it. So the next title defense he had. The next time, like I said, bad booking. There was totally bad booking. Like, I had like old storyline about it. Like, I was gonna say like, all right, we're gonna lose it, you know, after like probably like a third title defense. Cause like by the first one, that was whack. But anyway, okay, so the next match he had, Easy, was against me in a triple threat match against, for the concept of him, I'm gonna call him Bird Boy. So, Easy and Bird Boy versus me. Triple threat match. Which was the best. It was one of the two top best matches. Because out of every matches in TCCW, both number 2 matches were mine. Were the best matches. Cause like it was to me, I feel like it's a tie. Cause these 2 matches I want to name was like you cannot say they were not bad matches or good matches. They had story and plot to it. So building up the story, like, all right, so Easy went out there with my title, you know, more title. You know, Bird Boy came out and it was me. So pretty much we was wrestling. It was like a nice, I think it was like a 9-10 minute match or something like that. In between a 7-9 minute match. So we started wrestling. Boom. So in the middle of the match, I sent Bird Boy to hell. I threw him in the basement. It was funny as hell. So what you call it? There was me and Easy wrestling. I did something to Easy where he was on the floor. Bird Boy came out and did a frog splash, and I came out of nowhere and punt kicked Bird Boy, and I pinned both of them. I mean, kind of like how not like how Roman Reigns pinned Daniel Bryan in the Edge, but I was over both of them and I pinned both of them. So I was like, really, you can't dispute that I was a champion at the moment. Like I won myself back. So now I'm the 2-time immortal champion. The next match I had was a title defense. Now come to think of it, they try to treat like the hardcore champion. Like like every match is in is like it's up for grabs. It was like kind of whack. It's like they had no build up, no storyline. Like the way how they do it was like it was bad booking, pretty bad booking. But those matches that I was in and everything else had views. More than theirs. More than their other matches they had. I believe that was the same day that Bull got paralyzed from a powerbomb. Yeah, well, he almost got paralyzed. He was knocked out. I kind of over exaggerated that portion. I did over that. He got paralyzed. He got knocked the fuck out. He got pinned, and the person that was reckless was champion by default. Which was, he didn't want to defend it. He won it and didn't want to like defend it at all. He like had a real big ass ego. And you know, I don't know how a dumbass person have a big ego, but the title was diminished. Mine was the title that pretty much was being frequently shown, utilized, and defended more times. Probably the same amount of times. I probably saw it defend like 3 times. Because my match with him more time was against the returning, which his name was, I'm not going to say his other name they pretty much came up with, but we'll call him Colt 45. Colt 45. So me versus the Colt 45. We had, you could say, an Extreme Rules match. You could say it was a hardcore match. You could say it was an unsanctioned match for whoever held the more title, defended it every time they wrestled. So now it's my second, now is like my first title defense, holding it for the second time. I kind of feel like Johnny Gargano. Johnny Wrestling. Because they said, you got to drop the title. So whoever holds the title is going to drop the title. It's going to get passed along. So, alright, whatever. We had like that match right there. It was a good match. You know what? I got rated the triple threat match was the best one. And this match was the second best one. So, that happened. We wrestling our ass off. Fucking, like, getting slammed through the barbecue grill using cones, construction tools and shit. Fucking get slammed on ladders in the shrubs. You know, finisher after finisher. Literally, it was like hard moves. Finisher after finishers. Slam them around and all that good shit. And I lost. And once I lost, like, alright, you know, it was a good match. I can't be mad that I lost in a good match. I wasn't that mad. And then, Easy came out of nowhere to interfere. Well, pretty much to attack me, because I took the title off him. Colt 45 pushed me out away from getting, you know, handled, and he took care of him. Knocked him out, stretched him. Then me and Colt 45 looked each other in the face, and we brought it to the cameras and went off. So then, me and Colt 45, we was talking about it, right? You know, we was going to have the last match. It was like years, we was talking about having the last match for years and years and years and years. And years. We was talking about having a subway brawl. Taking it through Philly. I don't know how long the match will be, but we was gonna get dirty like a motherfucker. I was all for it. Colt 45 was a bullshit. You know, with all that being said, there were elements where it's like, how can I put it? to me, I felt like he relinquished the title and pretty much gave it back to me. But he could also say he's the last immortal champion. So I like, if like my whole thing is like, I know for the sheer fact that I put this title on the TCCW, and pretty much my matches were like the best matches there. I'm not even trying to like sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to like say I have an Eagle Trip or 18 like that. Nah, it's not even like that. It's like if you watch all the matches, you're gonna get bored of like some of them. You're gonna see like the progression in most of them. But when you see mine, it's like every time you see my match, it's like, okay, cool, we see you. Like watching back, cause I showed a few people. Cause I don't like to show it more often. But it's like showing like there's like why my matches are better than everyone else's. Like whoever you put against me, it's like we both shine. Like granted, the match I lost the title the first time, it was like, the fuck was that? I had to go like, what's my decision? I wasn't booker. I didn't book this shit. But other than that, yeah. After doing that, I was like thinking like somewhere, somehow, somewhere down the line, I have to get the physical one made. The one how I kind of envisioned it, kind of imagined it. And with that being said, yeah, just went down the line and stuff, right? So, I was like, I have to get this made. This idea is burning in me. This idea is really burning in me. So, the beginning of 2025, I had that idea. I drew everything out. I put in details, the race schematics. I went to online service after online service after online service. And, my bank keep on saying, like, we're declining because they're not reliable. They're suspect activity. They're, price scammers. So I said, okay. So, one of my buddies, I have 2 wrestling buddies that I go to wrestling shows with. The first one, I asked her, when she go ask the promoter, cause like I was like working my ass off, cause I was trying to get a bunch of shit done for myself. So I asked her to ask other like the promotion she go to, like who make their belts and stuff, and get the content on so I could do it. She didn't get much back to me, which is understandable because she most likely enjoyed the show, probably forgot, or if they did actually probably give her a definitive answer. But when I went with my bro randomly, cause like I randomly had the day off, and he said, "Hey, bro, you trying to go all the way past Jim Thorpe near Allentown, near Scranton, for the wrestling show?" And like, this is a perfect opportunity to ask this promotion who makes their belts. So we went. We had a good time, very good time. They were scouting us out. They want me to be a wrestler there, but from Philly to there, it's kind of like a big ass drive. He's doing it though. He's doing it though. And on top of that, I'm still in recovery because he man with the concerts has too much fun. So that's neither here nor there. So right now, I'm pretty much still thinking about going to wrestling training. But other than that, I went to the wrestling show with him. I met my main mans, who pretty much made his belt for me. I gave him the schematics. I told him I trust in his ability because you make belts, obviously. And me, I'm giving you my idea. Work with it. The part that I had the most problem with this part right here, I didn't know how to go about it. I wanted this separate from this, but then it probably wouldn't look good. So I say, wherever you gotta do with it, do your thing, but here's how the other details I wanted. So he came out of nowhere. I'm gonna show you. The Immortal Championship. So he did his thing. I love it. There's nothing I would never change about what he had done. Because he really stick with it. He went by what I asked him. he did his thing. I am lost at words. And like, you know, he was very cordial with me. He kept on giving me updates and everything else. And, you know, sending to me was no problem. And boom, here we are. Showing this bad boy off. But that was the journey of the Immortal Championship. There's another belt that have a shorter story to them. Random as hell too. But if you like my story time, I can guarantee you, if you want to hear about the next title, drop it on in, comment, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you want to hear the story time, and I got you. Or you want to hear like another story time. I like there's